We each, I think, sort of came to the realization that, okay, this is what we've been handed, now let's get to work. I'm going to give him as full a life and all of the opportunities that I would give an able-bodied son.
We just put him out in front of people and pushed him to be outgoing and didn't dwell on any of the handicaps. I think Patrick didn't realize he was blind until he was in preschool. He could focus on the positive of himself and get on with life.
Hi, ABC! We're the Hughes family from Louisville, Kentucky!
Hi, I'm Patricia and I'm the mom.
I'm Patrick John and I'm the dad.
I'm Patrick Henry and I'm 19 years old.
I'm Patrick's younger brother Jesse, I'm 16.
And I'm Cameron, the 12-year-old.
After Patrick John and Patricia got married, they knew they wanted to start a family right away. Within a year, they were expecting their first child. It had been a normal pregnancy with no complications.
So we're about to experience the birth of my first son. I'm as excited as any 26-year-old man would be. Looked like a normal delivery to me, looked like a normal baby, And I remember hearing one of the doctors use the term multiple anomalies. Something just didn't feel right about the whole thing.
Patrick Henry was born with some major disabilities. He was born without eyes and without the ability to straighten his arms and legs.
It was hard. I kind of went off on my own, basically cried all night long, thinking of all the things that he wouldn't be able to do.
It was almost like a funeral. Millions of dreams we had for our son died. There were some nights of crying ourselves to sleep and asking, God, why us? Why did you do this to us? We each, I think, sort of came to the realization that, okay, this is what we've been handed, now let's get to work. I'm going to give him as full a life and all of the opportunities that I would give an able-bodied son.
We just put him out in front of people and pushed him to be outgoing and didn't dwell on any of the handicaps. I think Patrick didn't realize he was blind until he was in preschool. He could focus on the positive of himself and get on with life.
His dad, Patrick John, took a job working nights so he could care for Patrick Henry during the day.
He went through a handful of surgeries. I don't remember if it was 4 or 5 or 6. We did a permanent implant. He now has glass eyes, so people that look at him looks like he has eyes.
Patrick John figured that since he'd never be able to play ball with his son, they could at least play music together. So at 9 months, Patrick Henry started playing the piano, and by the time he was 2, he was taking requests.
Can you play You Are My Sunshine?
His arms he can't straighten out 180 degrees, which makes his piano playing all the more incredible because he doesn't have a full range of motion in his arms. With all of Patrick's problems and disabilities, I didn't know what sort of bond we would have, but here it was forming right in front of me.
Patrick Henry's world quickly evolved around music. He plays the piano, the trumpet, and he writes his own music.
I started doing some piano performances around the community and everyone seemed to enjoy it. Of course, I always just thought it was a natural thing. I can play piano. I'm sure everyone can play some sort of music.
The only thing working against this family right now is their house. As Patrick Henry gets older and more independent, it's really difficult for him to move around his house. His family does their best to assist him, but their house just doesn't work for their son.
This room is kind of an obstacle course. There's a lot of things I might bump into, and once I get to the couches, I get out of my wheelchair and push the wheelchair after me while I crawl up the ramp.
We've made the house comfortable for the family, but obviously for Patrick, it almost makes him a prisoner in this house rather than a resident.
If the house was accessible for him, that he could, cook, use the bathroom and move from room to room and feel safe and not have to depend on someone to be there with him, it would just be tremendous for him.
I mean, this kid is truly incredible, man, and he has not let anything stop him. But Patrick needs a house that actually works for him, that's not such a struggle, and we can change that. Yep. So what do you say? We make this happen? Oh, yeah. Bring it in, people. Let's make it happen. Are you with me? Okay. Well, then let's do it! Good morning, Patricia, Patrick Henry, Jesse, and Cameron. Come on, my goodness! Hey! What's happening? How are you? Hi.
Oh my goodness!
You need some help?
We got it! Oh my God, stop Pennington!
Hey,
It's
how you doing? Hey, it's good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm glad to be here. I want you to meet everybody.
Michael, nice to meet you.
How are you?
Doing great. How about
I think people see people with disabilities and they judge them, and that's cruel. Look at Patrick Henry. He's amazing. He plays in the band. He plays instruments, and you see what life has dealt him and how he's given it back. It's pretty impressive.
Get out of that limo, and it's like, wow, this is all for our family. Just incredible. You know, you try to put it into words, they can't do it justice, but it's a magical moment, a magical moment.
All right! Woo! So I'll tell you what, man, this has been an incredible week. Did you guys get some rest last night?
Yes!
So I'll tell you what, this is going to be such a good day. As you can tell, everyone in this community loves you guys. The Hoods story, they have been here all week. They have been helping out. And I tell you, man, I cannot wait to show you what's behind this bus.
We're ready!
You guys know what to say. Say it with me, bus driver. Move that bus!
Oh man, it's beautiful. And it's all on one floor.
Our old house was not accessible for Patrick. It was a prison for him. And our new house, just seeing it on the outside, I knew it was going to be something that was going to give him freedom. It was so beautiful. It was more beautiful than anything you could ever imagine. And it's ours.
Guys, walk through that door and into your brand new house.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Here we go.
All right.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, this is huge.
This is beautiful.
Look at this place.
Wow.
Somebody pinch me. Wow. What do you think, buddy? You
I
excited?
cannot believe
Rick,
this.
When I first walked through the front door of that home, of our home, it just took my breath away. Our old house was not wheelchair accessible. It was one disaster after another as far as just Patrick getting around in it. This new, beautiful home, the size of the house and the space for Patrick to move around in his wheelchair in, it's absolutely breathtaking, just tremendous.
Wow.
Somebody pinch me. Wow.
Oh, wow.
This
It's
is
not
awesome. Did you believe this?
There's a fireplace down here.
Oh my goodness. I visualize almost like an extraordinary mansion when I think of my new house with everything within reach, and I could not believe it. I was just ecstatic. There were so many nice textile designs for me to feel, and that would also really help me know where exactly I'm going. It is a dream come true for me and possibly for everybody.